Royal shocker. Princess Leonor walks down the aisle today. The palace was calm. The day seemed ordinary. Then, the bells rang. The world gasped. Princess Leonor, walking down the aisle. Today. Right now. But why so sudden? What really happened behind the royal gates? Today is no ordinary day in Spain, nor in Europe. The future queen, Princess Leonor, has just walked down the aisle, and the world is in disbelief. No announcement from the palace. No public warning. And yet, here we are, witnessing one of the most significant moments in Spanish royal history unfold before our very eyes. Imagine the scene. Madrid is still waking up, the streets are lined with curious onlookers, and the Spanish royal guard is already positioned outside the cathedral. The air is crisp, charged with emotion, as cameras from around the globe focus on one entrance, waiting for Leonor. And then, as if in a fairy tale, she steps out. Radiant, calm, and ready. But why now? Why today? This is where the story deepens. For months, rumors swirled about an engagement. We heard whispers about Copenhagen, secret meetings, and even quiet blessings from King Felipe and Queen Letizia. But no one expected this day to come so quickly. Not even some members of the royal court were fully prepared for this moment. Reports suggest that Leonor and her fiancé, whose identity has been carefully shielded from the press until now, wanted a wedding that felt deeply personal, rather than political. And that's exactly what this is. Today's ceremony is small by royal standards, intimate even, with just a few hundred carefully chosen guests. Let's talk about the dress, because royal fashion history is being written at this very moment. Leonor's gown, rumored to have been designed in secret by a Spanish couture house, is classic and symbolic. Early descriptions say it incorporates hand-embroidered details representing the Spanish regions, a nod to her future as the unifying monarch of the country. The veil is cathedral length, floating behind her as she walks, and her bouquet contains myrtle, a royal wedding tradition going back generations. The guest list is no less fascinating. European royals are flying in quietly, under the radar. Representatives from Denmark, the Netherlands, Belgium, and even the UK have been spotted arriving. It's a sign that this union is not just about love, it's about alliances, about the future of Europe's royal houses, and about a generation of monarchy that is stepping into the modern era. But here's the most unexpected twist. Sources close to Zarzuela Palace reveal that the decision to move up the ceremony was made less than 2 weeks ago. Something happened that pushed this day forward. Was it security concerns? Was it an urgent wish from the royal couple? Or was it the result of mounting pressure from the Spanish public, eager to see their future queen settle into her next chapter? What we know for sure is that this moment has captured hearts worldwide. Social media is on fire. Royal fans from Spain to America are posting in real time, sharing photos, crying tears of joy, and debating what this means for Spain's monarchy. Some are calling it the wedding of the century, a quiet revolution in royal tradition. King Felipe is said to have been deeply moved this morning, giving Leonor a private blessing before she left the palace. Queen Letizia reportedly had tears in her eyes as she adjusted her daughter's veil. This is not just a royal wedding. This is a family moment. A father letting go. A mother watching her child take her place in history. The ceremony itself is set to blend the old and the new. Spanish royal protocol will be observed, but with a modern tone. The music is said to include both traditional hymns and contemporary compositions chosen by Leonor herself. The vows, according to insiders, have been slightly adapted to reflect equality and partnership, a first for a Spanish royal wedding. And then there's the question everyone is asking: who exactly is Leonor marrying? Until today, the palace had kept the details private, but as she walked down the aisle, the world finally saw him, tall, poised, dressed in formal military attire, representing a family with deep European ties. Commentators are already calling this a match made for the future of the continent. After the ceremony, a balcony appearance is expected, though palace officials have hinted it will be brief, respecting the couple's wish for privacy. Instead of a massive banquet, there will be a smaller luncheon, focusing on family and close friends. Yet the symbolism of today's union will ripple far beyond Spain. This wedding, taking place in such a sudden and dramatic fashion, raises one final question: what does this say about the future queen herself? Perhaps that she is ready. Ready to lead, ready to modernize the monarchy, and ready to choose love on her own terms. For the next several hours, the eyes of the world will remain on Madrid. Crowds are gathering outside the palace, cheering, waving flags, and singing. The Spanish press is calling this a new dawn. As Leonor and her husband begin their first moments as a married couple, the world is already imagining what comes next, their future as king and queen. This wedding is not just an event. It is a promise. A promise that Spain's monarchy will endure, transform, and inspire a new generation. And as the carriage takes them away from the cathedral, you can almost feel history shifting under your feet. The bells are ringing, the city is alive, and a new chapter for Spain has officially begun. This is not just a royal shocker. This is the day Princess Leonor became more than a future queen, she became a symbol of hope for an entire nation.